From translation, KJV, King James Version, this 251 day of the year. Today we are reading passages Ezekiel 28 to 30. Ezekiel chapter 28, verses 1 to 26. The word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyre, Thus saith the Lord God, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God, I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man, and not God, though thou set thine heart as the heart of God. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. With thy wisdom and with thine understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. By thy great wisdom, and by thy traffic, hast thou increased thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches. Therefore thus saith the Lord God, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of God. Behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the most fierce of the nations, and they shall draw the. Wilt thou yet say before him that slayeth thee, I am a God? But thou art a man and not God, in the hand of him that slayeth thee. Thou shalt die the death of the uncircumcised by the hand of strangers, for I have spoken it, saith the Lord God. Again the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, take up a lamentation upon the king of Tyre, and say unto him, Thus saith the Lord God, Thou sealest up the sum, full of wisdom, and perfect in beauty. Thou hast been in Eden, the garden of God. Every precious stone was thy covering, the sardius, topaz, and the diamond, the beryl, the onyx, and the jasper, the sapphire, the carbuncle, and the emerald, and the gold. The workmanship of thy tabrets and of thy pipes was prepared in thee in the day that thou wast created. Thou art the anointed cherub that covereth, and I have set thee so. Thou wast upon the holy mountain of God. Thou hast walked up and down in the midst of the stones of fire. Thou wast perfect in thy ways from the day that thou wast created, till iniquity was found in thee. By the multitude of thy merchandise they have filled thee with violence, and thou hast sinned. Therefore I will cast thee as profane out of the mountain of God, and I will destroy thee, O covering cherub, from among the stones of fire. Thine heart was lifted up because of thy beauty. Thou hast corrupted thy wisdom by reason of thy brightness. I will cast thee to the ground. I will lay thee before kings, that they may behold thee. Thou hast defiled thy sanctuaries by the multitude of thine iniquities, and by the multitude of thy traffic. Therefore will I bring forth a fire from the midst of thee, and it shall devour thee, and I will reduce thee to ashes upon the earth in the sight of all them that behold thee. All they that know thee among the people shall be astonished at thee. Thou shalt be a terror, and never shalt thou be any more. Also the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Zidon, and prophesy against it, and say, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I am against thee, O Zidon, and I will be glorified in the midst of thee. And they shall know that I am the Lord, when I shall have wrought judgments in her, and shall be sanctified in her. For I will send pestilence into her, and blood into her streets, and the wounded shall fall in the midst of her. By the sword upon her on every side, and they shall know that I am the Lord. And there shall be no more a pricking briar unto the house of Israel, nor any grieving thorn of any man in all their land. And they shall know that I am the Lord God. Thus saith the Lord God, when I shall have gathered the house of Israel from the people among whom they are scattered, and shall be sanctified in them in the sight of the heathen, then shall they dwell in their land that I have given to my servant Jacob. And they shall dwell safely therein, and shall build houses and plant vineyards. Yea, they shall dwell assuredly, when I have executed judgments upon all those that despiseth them round about them. And they shall know that I am the Lord their God. Ezekiel chapter 29, verses 1 to 21. In the 10th year, in the 10th month, in the 12th day of the month, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Pharaoh king of Egypt, and prophesy against him, and against all Egypt. Speak and say, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I am against thee, O Pharaoh king of Egypt, the great dragon that lieth in the midst of his rivers, which hath said, My river is mine own, and I have made it for myself. Behold, I will bring a hook into thy mouth, and fishers' hooks, and I will take thee up out of thy rivers, and all the fish that swim in thy rivers shall stick unto thee. And I will leave thee thrown into the wilderness, thee and all the fish of thy rivers. Thou shalt fall upon the open fields, thou shalt not be brought together, nor gathered. I have given thee for meat unto the beasts of the field, and unto the fowls of the heaven. And all the inhabitants of Egypt shall know that I am the Lord, because they have been a staff of reed unto the house of Israel. When they took hold of thee by thy hand, thou didst break, and rend all their shoulder. And when they leaned upon thee, thou didst shatter, and made all their loins to be unsteadied. Therefore thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I will bring a sword upon thee, and cut off man and beast out of thee. And the land of Egypt shall be desolate and waste, and they shall know that I am the Lord, because he hath said, The river is mine, and I have made it. Behold, therefore I am against thee, and against thy rivers, and I will make the land of Egypt utterly waste and desolate, from the tower of Sinai, even unto the border of Ethiopia. No foot of man shall pass through it, nor foot of beast, neither shall it be inhabited 40 years. And I will make the land of Egypt as a wilderness, and the countries as a desolation, that they may know that I am the Lord. Yet thus saith the Lord God, At the end of 40 years will I gather the Egyptians from the people whither they were scattered. And I will bring again the captivity of Egypt, and will cause them to return into the land of Pathros, into the land of their habitation. And there they shall be a base kingdom. It shall be the basest of kingdoms, neither shall it exalt itself any more above the nations. For I will diminish them, that they shall no more rule over the nations. And it shall no more be the confidence of the house of Israel, which bringeth their iniquity to remembrance, when they turn unto them. But they shall know that I am the Lord God. And it came to pass in the 27th year, in the 1st month, in the 1st day of the month, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, Nebuchadrezzar, king of Babylon, causeth his army to serve against Tyre, but he hath no profit, nor shall his army have any profit against it. Therefore thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I will give the land of Egypt unto Nebuchadrezzar, king of Babylon, and he shall take her multitude, and take her spoil, and take her prey, and it shall be the wages for his army. I have given him the land of Egypt for his labor, wherewith he served against it, because they wrought for me, saith the Lord God. In that day will I cause the horn of the house of Israel to bud forth, and I will give thee the opening of the mouth in the midst of them, and they shall know that I am the Lord. Ezekiel chapter 30, verses 1 to 26. The word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith the Lord God, Howl ye, woe worth the day, for the day is near, even the day of the Lord is near, a cloudy day. It shall be the time of the heathen, for the day is near, even the day of the Lord is near. It shall be a day of clouds, a time of the heathen. And the sword shall come upon Egypt, and great anguish shall be in Ethiopia, when the slain fall in Egypt, and they take away her multitude, and her foundations are broken down. Ethiopia, and Libya, and Lud, and all the mingled people, and Cub, and the children of the covenant shall fall with them by the sword. Thus saith the Lord, They also that uphold Egypt shall fall, and the pride of her power shall come down. From the tower of Syene shall they fall in her by the sword, saith the Lord God. And they shall be desolate in the midst of the countries that are laid waste, and her cities shall be in the midst of the cities that are wasted. And they shall know that I am the Lord, when I have set a fire in Egypt, and all her helpers are destroyed. In that day shall messengers go forth from me in ships to make the careless Ethiopians afraid, and great pain shall come upon them, as in the day of Egypt. For, lo, it cometh. Thus saith the Lord God, I will also destroy the multitude of Egypt by the hand of Nebuchadrezzar king of Babylon. For behold, the Lord God will come with a strong hand, and his arm shall rule for him. Behold, his reward is with him, and his work before him. And I will pour forth my fury upon thee. I will blow against thee in the fire of my wrath, and deliver thee into the hand of brutish men, and men prepared to destroy. And I will destroy thy riches, and thy traffickings out of it, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. And I will make thee desolate, and an object of reproach among the nations that are round about thee, before the eyes of all that pass by, so that thou shalt be an object of shame and reproach among the nations that are round about thee, when I shall do judgments in thee in anger and in fury, and in furious rebukes. I, the Lord, have spoken it. When I shall send upon them the arrows of famine, which shall be arrows of despair, and which I will send to destroy you. And the famine shall be upon you, and I will cut off thy provision. And I will send upon thee men and beasts. They shall lay thee waste, and thou shalt be desolate. And I will make thee to cease to be inhabited, as thou art a desert, saith the Lord. But when I shall put thee into the hands of the mighty ones, and when I shall open thy accounts among the nations, then shalt thou know that I am the Lord, when I open thy graves, and bring thee up out of thy graves, O my people. And I will put my hook in thy nose, and my bridle in thy lips. And I will make thee go back by the way thou camest. And this shall be thy sign, saith the Lord. In the day I will do this unto thee, that thou shalt know that my counsel shall be established, yea, my purpose shall be performed. And unto the king of Tyre, thus saith the Lord God, because thy heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a god, I sit in the seat of gods in the midst of the seas. Yet thou art a man, and not God, though thou hast set thine heart as the heart of God. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. With thy wisdom and with thine understanding thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches.